Come with me as I walk the distance between the top 4 closest derbies in British football. No maps, no phone, just my eyes. Not London. Craven Cottage is undergoing many renovations to make it a spectacular modern stadium, but it's the old traditional stand designed by Archibald Leach that I find so charming. This is a turnstile. These are the turnstiles. It's too small. See you later. Let's go to their enemies. West London Derbies, Fulham, Chelsea. If you ask Chelsea fans who's their biggest rivals, do I think many of them will say Fulham? Probably not. Don't question me on this. The West London Derby is a derby. It is, but it is a slightly one-sided affair. This will be very interesting getting from Craven Cottage to Stamford Bridge because it's approximately 1.6 miles. Oh, here's a really posh area, by the way. It's the sort of place you could leave your bike and go and pop in the house and pick something up and your bike could still be there. You couldn't do that where I live. You can put your bike down, but it won't be there when you get back. Before we cross over into enemy territory, one last fact about Fulham. The most amount of Australian national team matches played outside of Australia have been played at Craven Cottage. You'll never sing that. Stamford Bridge is the 11th largest football stadium in England. So if I get to the end of this street and I can't see any of it, I regret to inform you I've probably gone the wrong way. I don't know what to do. Do I go this way? Do I go this way? Or do I go this way? Why is this a roundabout? See, now if this is a Chelsea fan watching this and saying, well, that's Bishop's Road, so you should know it's this direction. Sorry, that's not what you sound like. We'll go this way. Well, I know for a fact that Fulham Broadway is right next to the stadium, so I know we're about half a mile away. So why on earth is there not one sign that just says, oh, hiya guys, Stamford Bridge is this way? Imagine if I tried to gaslight you that this Domino's was Stamford Bridge. Guys, so I'm here at Stamford Bridge. It's not funny. There's a big difference between Stamford Bridge and Domino's. Domino's deliver. I actually have found a sign, but it's not actually a sign. Unless they've just put a random picture of Mudrick in the middle of London. I think we're close. It's taken me 27 minutes to go from Craven Cottage to Stamford Bridge, but I didn't know where I was going half the time, so I think you could do it a little bit quicker. Ta-da! Oh, it does look magical, doesn't it? Chelsea FC, the 8th most valuable football club in the world. During my exciting weekend of solo travelling, I needed a friend. The new easy-to-use Acer Aspire 3 laptop with the latest AMD Ryzen 7000 series processor is built to run a whole day on a single charge. So I can watch EastEnders on full HD resolution. Then quickly do some last-minute important football research outside Stamford Bridge. And still I have battery left to play games and listen to music at the end of a long day. Acer's Aspire 3 is a great all-round laptop, perfect for day-to-day needs, and starts at just $269.99. Click the link in the description to take a look for yourself. What's iconic about Liverpool is the terraced housing. You're all very tight-knit, which sort of resembles the tight-knit community of Liverpool too. Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi was a well-known Everton fan. Actually, his accent was a little bit like this as well, if you listen closely. See you later. This should be very straightforward, because we just need to go through a park. Stanley Park separates Goodison Park and Anfield, and it's less than a mile, so we should do this in 10-15 minutes. And to be honest with you, as soon as we get past this row of terraces, I reckon we'll start to see it. To be honest, people laugh about Goodison Park because it's getting old and there's restricted view seats. There are seats at Goodison Park in which your view is this. But that stadium's hosted the most top flight football matches out of any stadium in the country. So it's gonna have a little bit of wear and tear, and it was probably due moving out, but it'll be an absolute end of an era. So we have said bye to Everton, but it's like that awkward moment when you say goodbye to somebody and then walk in the same direction. It's there. But the Merseyside derby, it's iconic. It's withstood the glamour of modern football and been a constant reminder of how gritty and horrible and protect your own football can be and what it can be reduced to, which is what we love. It's what made football so popular in this country. Oh, for goodness sake. Because I've been chatting to you. It's your fault. I think I've missed the entrance down that way to Stanley Park. Let me in. I'm in a prison of my own making. I don't know if you can see it. Just there, Goodison Park. And now if I swivel around, just there is Anfield. I tell you what, there's no wonder that they're moving. When you look at the difference between the two stadiums now.
I don't even think it'll last another year.
I know they've pushed it back, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, yeah, pushed it back another year, yeah.
Just can't get rid of them.
No.
You just can't get rid of them.
And suddenly, blue, out of sight, out of mind. This is the red zone. I could sit here all day and stare at this. I mean, I'm not going to, I've got things to do. Hey, Finny, do you support
Liverpool?
Liverpool? Yeah. I was about to say Liverpool Stadium's looking a lot better than Everton's, but I wanted to make sure that you weren't an Everton fan before I said that.
Have you seen the new Everton one getting built?
I know, it looks stunning, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it looks unbelievable.
I just came actually to see the two stadiums and then head back.
Oh, is it you?
Yeah. Notts County, the oldest professional football club in the world. Meadow Lane is 113 years old, and that's where we're at with football. It's becoming so old that the people who started and the fans who started these clubs, they're no longer with us. Well, I hope not. I tell you what, it's some problem if I can't find a way to get to Nottingham Forest, because it's literally there. Bye bye, see you later. We humanise stadiums on this channel. Something you ought to know really about Notts County is do not call them Nottingham County and do not call Nottingham Forest Notts Forest. I've heard people on big broadcasters calling Forest Notts Forest. Don't do Notts. It's not to be done. There's like a mutually assured destruction because they're so close to each other that if one got a catapult and put something in, some poo in it or something nice, and they threw it into the other one, well, they could just do the exact same thing back. So they're just not going to do anything to each other, but it's just nice to know that there's hatred there. It was 1994, the last time Nottingham Forest and Notts County were in the same division. Well, in my lifetime, because I was born in 2000, Nottingham Forest have always been higher than Notts County. They've always been the better team. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out where I'm going. How on earth are we in a situation where I'm not sure? It's not that I'm not sure, it's just I can literally see the stadium there. I've got a feeling this part will keep me on the wrong side of the river, so I'm going to go this way. I'm making such a meal of this, I'm really sorry. Imagine if I couldn't find my way. I'm lost, guys. Wait, what? I'm in Sheffield. I feel like even though these two stadiums are so close, because of all the buildings and because of the river, it doesn't feel like we're benefiting from it at all. It felt like I could throw a stone and hit the stadium whilst I was at Notts County's ground. All of a sudden, it's taken me about 15 years. I mean, it's been about 3 minutes. We're coming up to the Trent Bridge. that goes over the River Trent. It's not Trent Alexander-Arnold. This came first. I watched my team get relegated here, but there was a lot of construction work being done at the time, so it wasn't quite as magical as this. Guys, I never asked you to make a lounge for me. Some absolute legends have played here at City Ground. Peter Shilton, Roy Keane, Stuart Pearce. Notts County have had their fair few good players as well. Most recently, Jack Grealish played for them, current Man City footballer. Neil Warnock managed Notts County, great manager. Jake Bugg, he sponsors Notts County, the singer. And Harold Shipman supported them. The serial killer. I did do some research to see if there was a serial killer that supported Nottingham Forest. I couldn't find one. Stuart Pearce was nicknamed Psycho, who played for Nottingham Forest. That was because of his aggressive antics on the pitch, not because he killed 250 people. Look how gorgeous this looks. Okay, I did that too many times, sorry. Oh, you can see, there it says Meadow Lane Sports Bar. It's happened, they've played at home on the same day. The British Transport Police would be fuming if they ever did that again. That'd never happen. But if they did, you could see your mate having a pint, whilst you're also having a pint. Bit of a novelty for about 5 seconds, and then go back to doing what you're doing. Oh, we're outside Dundee FC now. This was a bloody mission getting to this ground, not just 6 hours from Manchester to Dundee. To top it off, it was a big, massive hill. Let me take you back 15 minutes, honestly. Why does this bastard hill keep going? It just keeps going. Stop. No. Hey? This hill, it's not for me. It's really not. I've just realised that man was saying selfie. Not you being healthy. I thought he was telling me I was being healthy. I was going to say thanks, yeah. It's not a choice. If you think for 1 second I'd travel 6 hours, nearly 300 miles from Manchester to Dundee, just to walk between the two closest league stadiums in Britain, well, you'd be absolutely right. Behind me is Dundee Football Club. And that's Dundee United. So Dundee FC are currently in the Scottish Premiership and Dundee United are currently in the Scottish Championship, the second division, but they're second at the moment, so it looks like they might get promoted. So they'll be playing each other next season. I mean, they've played each other plenty of times before. I'd love to come to a Dundee derby. I think that would be absolutely brilliant. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to begin. Shall I get to like the very edge, touch it, and then make a dash? Shall I run? No. Blow dry included in Dundee. Bloody hell. Let's go. We're on the move. Now, if you go online and you Google the distance between the two, you'll get different numbers. And in my head I'm thinking, is it that difficult? Why am I stopping? I'm trying to see how quick it is. Is it really that difficult to figure out the distance? The most common number is 170 yards. And a football pitch in the Premier League is usually between 110 and 120 yards. So it's 1.5 football fields. That's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Wow. Out of sight, out of mind. It's as if we were never there. It's so far behind us. And already, just a bit of banter. This is brilliant, this is absolutely brilliant. Oh, gosh, I'm such a geek. But unapologetically though. Okay, but now we've got to actually cross the road, otherwise it doesn't count. I think I made an absolute meal out of that, considering I've just walked from there to here. I reckon it takes longer to walk from one side of this stadium to the other than it does to walk from Dundee to Dundee United. I'd love to try and work it out, but I can't see. Do you know, they're very lucky that we don't walk like this, or we would never get into stadiums. Well, there you have it then. I've done the absolutely treacherous walk between Dens Park and Tannadice. I enjoyed that a lot. Hang on. Where's Dens Park? Dens Park? Where are you? Oh, yeah, it's just there. I kind of don't know what to do now. I'll just go home.
Same jeans on for 4 days now. I'm gonna go to a disco in the middle of the town.